Hello listeners. Another quick little disclaimer before we begin today's episode. First off, we'd like to take a second to point out that this episode and the following episode were recorded and edited in part or as a whole during the ongoing strike action by the Writers Guild of America and the Screen Actors Guild. We at Tales From The Arclight are not associated with either union in any way, and are thus not bound by the constraints of the strike. However, it is fair to say that we recognise how the strike affects all areas of the entertainment sector, especially those who do the most work for the smallest slice of the pie, a slice that has gotten smaller and smaller as budgets and profits grow exponentially. This is not sustainable. We stand in solidarity with the decision to hold the executive level management of their profession accountable for wage disparity, the encroaching threat of AI on their job security, and recognizing that workers' rights are integral to the health of any industry. Entertainment is institutional, ergo it is inherently political. Fight the power, support striking workers, and stay strong out there. On a semi-related note, due to circumstances beyond our control, both Nathan and Sean were unavailable to record portions of this episode and the following one. However, thanks to modern editing technology, we were able to complete the process of editing the episode without the use of newfangled AI deepfakery. Isn't that right, Sean?
Mate, I could have done that for you. You amateurs really should leave this to the professionals.
And we think it sounds just as good as our previous episode. Right, Nathan?
Yes.
That's the spirit. And now, on with the show. Hello, listeners, and welcome to Tales from the Arclight, where legends are told, stories unfold, and fabulous heroes are stalwart and bold. We have a great episode lined up for you today, but first let's introduce our cast members.
Hello, I'm Nathan Dean, he, him, and I will be playing Kane Rille, also known as Errol Kane, also he, him, a sort of gunslinger drow, no country for old elves vibe. Definitely grimdark, so it's going to annoy Adam somewhat, and that was my cat.
Hi there, I'm Sean Gates, he, him, and my character in this campaign is a one Telford Cornflower. Now, Telford is a bit of a larrikin, loves his drink, and just basically being a bit of a dickhead to everyone. He's inherently bad, he wanted to be a town guard to protect people, but his past keeps on coming back to haunt him. He drinks to forget some of the terrible things he was forced to do in the past, and doesn't truly realise how powerful he is. So, to sum him up, he's a heavy drinking town guard who plays the fool to deceive people. Definitely has more than a few tricks up his sleeve.
Hey there, my name is Z and I'll be playing Zebediah Deathbringer, a human ranger from the plains of Westruun. Orphan at a young age, Zebediah has a massive chip on his shoulder and his own form of justice that he doesn't hold back from meeting up.
I'm Rebecca Reeg and I play Brianna Nibblecloak, a ghostwise halfling cleric of trickery, sworn to the service of the Changebringer. I joined the group after my friend Derwin called in a favor, and I was tasked with keeping the group alive during their attempt at recovering this artifact.
And having got that matter over, let's jump back into Hoard of the Cinder King. Last time on Hoard of the Cinder King, we began the story of a group of like-minded mercenary individuals who arrived at the last sovereign tavern outside the walls of the city of Amon in the continent of Tal'Dorei.
Once a great capital city, now torn at the seams by a gang war between rival crime syndicates, the Clasp and the Myriad. We met the team: Kenneril, aka Errol Kane, former lawman turned hired gun out of Kymel, seedy underbelly of Teldori; Zebediah, Deathbringer Victor, taciturn tracker and hunter, who has forsook the wild frontiers of Exandria for Emon's bustling metropolis for reasons not yet known to the group; and Telford Cornflower, a slovenly alcoholic city watchman with loose morals and a few tricks up his sleeve. You have all been brought here by a proposition made on behalf of one Derwin Ninefingers, a caper involving the infiltration and burglary of a mansion within the city, to locate and enter a subterranean vault built decades ago and steal a priceless artifact said to give ultimate mastery of thievery, the 5 fingers of discount, from under the noses of both factions.
Okay, serious.
You also met a strange creature who goes by the name of Reynard X Tealeaf, cat burglar and con artist extraordinaire. Some of you discover firsthand that Reynard isn't a person to be trifled with. In preparation for the job ahead of you, Reynard and Zebediah went to scout out the mansion, but Reynard, disinclined to have a tag-along, successfully outfoxed Zebediah in a brief foot chase through the busy marketplace of Amon, leaving him fuming in the streets. Meanwhile, Telford and Errol went potion shopping, and whilst a brief spat with one Diophanes Flint threatened to derail the expedition, your timely arrival at Gilmore's Glorious Goods saw you favoured with supplies, a line of credit to facilitate further business, and some information regarding the target of your planned grand larceny. It also appears that Gilmore may have a crush on Errol for reasons not yet clear. Following on from this, you'll receive a message over the enchanted earrings Derwin provided you with. A message from Renard. Recon's done. Meet me back at the inn. That's where we'll hop in. So Zebediah, Telford, and Errol all arrive back at the Last Sovereign Inn just outside of Amon. Reynard is there, Derwin is there, and a third individual who is not familiar to you. Becky, introduce yourself for the audience and for the group.
Oh. Brianna Nimblecloak is a halfling. She is about 3'5", 85 pounds. She's got dark brown hair and dark brown eyes. She is currently dressed in a pale yellow dress with a dark cloak around her, and she has a coin that's hanging from her neck, symbol of the Changebringer. She has a sword on her, short sword on her side, and she's kind of chilling with a glass of wine and relaxing.
So at first, Telford doesn't actually notice the small halfling, but when he does, he takes a double take, and he's like, "Oh mate, we got kids working on this job now."
At this opportunity, Derwin turns to you and says, "Well, you're back, are you? Well, it seemed as though you guys weren't going to have any luck with Diophanes Flint. Seems like he sent out a little message throughout all the businesses in Amon to turn your way. So I took the liberty of calling in a favour."
Best drinks in the place, you know it.
And at this point, Reynard comes forward and rolls out a bunch of maps onto the table. These appear to be blueprints, some of them very old, of like the city.
Yeah, sorry. Are we just going to ignore the fact that Reynard just mugged me off in the middle of town and then showed back up in the pub?
You are free to make a situation out of it.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to confront him about it.
You take Reynard aside.
All right, I tell him that what he's done is not right, and if he wants, we can have another sparring match. It's good for me, and it might, put him in his place.
Roll an intimidation check. Yeah.
Freaking hell, a 2! Oh, God.
Reynard is thoroughly unperturbed by your attempt to...
I can imagine.
I think if Telford saw that, he would literally just be like, "Mate, there's more scary things in my ass crack than you."
He just grins at you in a way that strikes you as just completely undermining your attempts to put him in his place, and just says, considering we are supposed to be professionals, this is not a very professional way of going about your business. Do you want to hear the recon that I made all on my own without tag-alongs?
Yes, we'll just continue, and I'll stay seething and hoping for a next opportunity.
So Reynard returns to the table, lays out the maps on the table. There are various areas circled and X's and things of that sort. And the gist of what he explains to you is that there are a couple of dozen guards, about a dozen in the grounds themselves, the exterior grounds, and about the same again inside, including as Telford and Errol would know, as well as Samael Grevanu, who they inform you is the underboss of this particular branch of the Myriad crime syndicate here in Amon. Okay. So the gist of what Reynard tells you is that the main problem you have is that there is no way to sneak into the grounds of the mansion from the exterior without being easily spotted, whether in broad daylight or at night. It is.
So we have to fight our way in.
The gist that he gives you is that a stealthy option is preferable, but doing so through the front door is suboptimal because the sight lines and guard presence and the lack of available windows or doors to sort of like make a covert entrance through. This mansion was built to be a fortress. It was designed to be hard to get into just by like rolling up on the place.
So it's not force, it's deception.
Yeah. The best way that he can reckon is that you take the sewers underneath. There is
Of course he does. Of course he does.
He says that the only surefire way in is a weak section of wall that he has marked in the sewers that connects the sewer portion of the underground to a portion of the mansion behind the stores in the cellar. It could be destroyed with explosives, but this would attract attention and be potentially dangerous. So you would have to attempt to do so either quietly and slowly or quickly and loudly at the possibility of raising the alarm within the building.
I feel like this is the right time to voice my distrust of Reyna and this plan because he was very insistent on going on his own.
Derwin says, "Your objections are noted and summarily overruled."
I can make it so that way it's quiet, no matter what we do.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. The other thing that Reynard warns you of is that the sewers are also beyond just being, generally unpleasant. They do appear to have a population of goblins down there, and warns you that it would be best to attempt to sneak through there rather than trying to blast everyone in sight. Fundamentals of the plan, as he describes it, are that you rendezvous at a specific sewer entrance, a manhole, a few blocks adjacent to the mansion. You'll proceed through there to the weak section of the wall. get through that by whatever means at your disposal, and then he will, after essentially like sneaking into the mansion on his own using his previously shown ability to disguise himself at will, he will sneak in as a guard and then open the cellar trapdoor within
From the inside.
From the inside and allow
like
your entrance.
Good plan. But since there's goblins involved, can we not use them as a distraction? Where they cause like something on the other side where we can
get
sneak
involved with the goblins.
No?
Would it? It would
Uh,
cause
yeah.
unnecessary noise.
That's the plan. So we can use that as a distraction and going from a different point.
Both Derwin and Reynard suggest that it would be best to attempt to sneak through there without being seen, because
The goblins are too much trouble.
A, you're going to waste time and resources, and B, it will possibly, like, too much noise down there, too much disturbance could potentially cause, other complications.
Like city
I
guards.
just don't like trusting Arena so much.
You don't have to trust me, dear. Just respect that I am a professional.
Yeah,
Doing
you
the
said
job.
that before.
Have I given you any reason to doubt?
Yes. You literally left me in the middle of town when we were on a mission together.
You're a lag behind.
Will you two young women stop arguing amongst yourselves and get down to business?
You know what? I just keep my mouth shut.
Okay, so as Telford was following the conversation about whether we should just blast our way through the goblins or try and sneak through, strangely enough, he has a bit of affection for goblins. He quite likes them, and he'd just be like, "Nah, mate, we don't want to go in there blasting left and right. We can sneak by. They're pretty stupid." So he covered it up well with a slight insult, just to trick his colleagues.
You may all think this Telford lad is a bunch of shit. Nothing between the ears. But I have to say, after all of our shenanigans involving those potion people, he knows a thing or two about his town. You should listen to him.
And Derwin will say, well, then it's settled then. It's about, we'll say for purposes of this, that it's just after noon. So you have the opportunity to do any preparations that you need, to equip anything that you need. In your case, you're pretty set up, so should be okay. Speaking of which, Reynard, sort of seeing you kind of like seething and, just like goes rummaging through his kit and pulls out the cloak that he was wearing previously. It's sort of like almost like a dark black kind of ermine, almost like a panther pelt thing, but it has these long tentacles with with like hand pads on it, with like barbs sort of things. And he tosses it to you and says, "Yeah, this should make you harder to hit. Call it a peace offering."
More like an underhanded comment. Harder to hit.
Make of it what you will. So yeah, you now have access to the Cloak of Displacement.
Okay.
Which
Thank
should be in.
Terrain now, because I'm still a professional.
You're welcome.
So Telford's been amused by what's been going on in front of him, and he finds it even more amusing that Zebediah has received a harder to hit piece of armor. And, well, being the dickhead he is, he decides to pick up a peanut and he throws it at Zebediah's head and it makes it bounce off. And then he looks to Errol and he goes, "Ha, harder to hit my ass."
So, Errol, whilst this is going on, what are you up to?
So Errol has managed to purchase a couple of different ammunition varieties from Gilmore and decides that crafting some alternate ammo types for his guns is the best use of his time and resources right now. So he's going to start setting himself up to do that somewhere in this tavern, probably in like a back room or something, so he can be safe.
Okay, so you find a spot somewhere in the tavern to do your work. You set up a table, you have your tools at your disposal, you have a small keg of black powder, lead shot, blank casings, wadding, all the bits and pieces you need, and your unique ammo materials laid out in front of you. Which ammo types are you going to make?
I'm thinking some fire, some lightning, and some cold lightning, because if this guy's got these big, heavy gauntlets, we can sort of channel the electricity through and electrocute the guy.
Now, some context. Exandria is currently, for all intents and purposes, a pre-industrial Renaissance-era world. Mass-produced cartridge-style bullets are starting to become more prevalent, but there's no unified, standardized system for caliber, no 8 or 9mm, no NATO cartridge, and gunsmiths on this continent are few and far between due to embargoes and strict licensing instigated by Lord Percival de Rollo of Whitestone. So most people who own and use firearms not only have to know how to maintain them themselves, but also have to craft their own ammunition from scratch as well. So, given that 4 pounds of ammo comes to 20 pistol rounds, I'd say you could make 3 batches of 10 and still have time in the day for other things to do. I need you to make 3 tinkering checks, each with a separate DC to hit, so roll a d20, add your dex or intelligence modifier, plus your proficiency bonus.
I'm going to go with dex.
Okay, that's a +7 to whatever you roll.
And of course, I have rolled a natural 20, a natural 1, and a 17, which gives me a total of 21.
Okay, roll 2d6 for me.
Okay, that's a 1 and a 4.
Okay, first the bad news. In attempting to utilize these new ammo types, you make a fundamental error. You're attempting to combine one highly combustible material with another, mixing gunpowder with this sort of phosphorus-like substance. And in doing so, you accidentally knock over a lamp you were using to better light your workspace, allowing an open flame from it to catch the powder, which ignites. You take 32 points of fire damage and are currently on fire.
Okay, so I'm on fire. I'll try and do this as Errol. What's the equivalent of Jesus, Mary, and Joseph in this world? Shit and fuck hell. I try and put out these flames. Stop, drop, and roll.
I'll say between you flailing around and your comrade's assistance, I will say you successfully put the fire out. However, your fire ammunition supplies were ignited in the blaze and are completely used up and destroyed.
And the good news...
So, having learnt from this mistake, you take it a lot slower and more carefully with the remaining supplies. You add the volatile ingredients more carefully, keeping them separate and segregated within the cartridge. You pour the powder, the lead, primer, you slot them into this press tool that tamps down and seals the bullet, and with a few unused casings left over from the aborted fire bullets at your disposal, you are able to craft 1 full batch of cold bullets, and on a nat 20, I'll say you make 2 full batches of lightning bullets as well.
Well, after all of that, how long do we have before the next mission?
After all that, I would say about 4.5 to 5 hours, tops.
Okay, cool. So as a drow, if I take a long rest now, I can use trance to get the benefit of a long rest and heal up all this fire damage, because otherwise I'm just going to be heading into a battleground and that's a complete mess.
I'll allow it.
I'm going to do that.
So, as you meditate, what passes through your mind?
As I meditate, what passes through my mind? Like, I think that as he enters that sort of trance state, he immediately returns to Kaimal, but in a kind of El Topo Jodorowsky kind of sense. So like it's like that scene in The Simpsons where they do they lick the toads and he meets the coyote and everything. So it's just Errol on this like vast, like not quite desert, but that sort of scrubland plain. And he can see the old like village, the town that he used to be sheriff in, but it's like off in the distance, and the sun is behind it and it's setting behind his town, which from the position he's at would have not been possible. So he knows that this is just his internal workings, and he recognizes that this is like the sun setting on a life that he comprehends. And then there's this rushing of noise of crowds and people and all these tinkling boxes and bottles and things of all these like tinctures and spells, the explosion he just created in this tavern, Reynard's utter bullshit, all of this noise, and he's a little bit overwhelmed, and anyone from outside would see him like just briefly like scrunch up his face, but internally he's just struggling with this bigger world that he's entered that he doesn't recognize. Like he was the top dog when he was sheriff, but he just couldn't manage the amount of crime after the conclave and everything else. Like he wasn't kitted out for it. Like he was a good sheriff, but there's just so much, and you know he's given into that idea, and now he's the criminal, and he doesn't quite know how to manage that. So he just sees this plain and the sun setting and his village disappearing, and then just like the darkness of night just filled with coyote howls and wolves and whatever other magical cowboy creatures exist in Taldore just everywhere. And then he just sort of goes as he comes back around and is like, well, no one needs any of that, and then heads back down into the bar.
Okay, I will also say, as you envision this scenic landscape stretching out before you, you feel something tugging at your shoulder. You turn to look, but there's nothing there. And you hear the tinkling and rattling of chains. Someone is wailing, and you feel across your skin the prickling of a million tiny legs creeping up your body. In your mind's eye, you see a vast subterranean city, your birthplace. There is chaos here. Men, women, and children are being slaughtered in the streets in droves by each other. You see other drow like you, also deep gnomes, fellow denizens of the Underdark, shrieking hysterically and clutching their heads, clawing at their own eyes and ears, driven to madness by some outside force now deep in their minds, driving them mad. Some wear symbols of a seven-pointed star, others of a spiral or both. Others wear pendants that look like bejeweled spiders. Guards try desperately to cordon the madder populace away from the city's central district, to no avail. Hooded and robed figures are seen, led by one who is proselytizing for them to give themselves body and soul to the Angel of Irons, the Chained Oblivion. They stand at a precipice over a vast black pit that falls off and away for hundreds of feet into the underground caverns below. You look into this emptiness and you feel something immense, something old, something mad. In an instant, the supplicants are snatched into the abyss by rippling black tentacles of eldritch power. They barely have time to scream. There is silence, and then insane howls and sickened laughter as pseudopods of inky madness ripple and stir in the dark. Elsewhere, in the further depths of this cavernous citadel, you see a pool of milky white fluid trickling down from above, with a group of drow stripped to their undergarments, faces ravaged with sorrow, fear, and confusion, standing at the edge. These are the elite, the nobility of the city, driven by the chaos outside to beg for strength from a higher power, to reaffirm their fealty to their ancient goddess, Love, the Spider Queen. They step out into the milky morass and submerge themselves below the surface, and emerge, thrashing and flailing, their torsos unchanged, but their lower bodies now transformed and transfigured into black, arthropod-like carapaces, with 8 vast, spindly legs radiating off of them. Above them, the trickle of milky white pours from the open wound on the abdomen of a huge, dark, spider-like creature. She lurks at the center of a huge web, not dead, not sleeping, but waiting. Red eyes gleaming, long silver hair falling across her face. Her taut lips curl into a smile. And with that, you are sucked out of this dream and back to reality.
Yeah, on a side note, I'm a bit bitter right now, if you've noticed.
You don't say. And how does this manifest? Do you attempt to do anything?
No, I just have a healthy distrust of him, so I'm constantly keeping my eye on him.
Okay. Make a perception check.
3.
So 8. So 8 total. So you spend the time keeping a watchful, distrustful eye on Reynoff, but you
don't see anything.
You don't see anything worth mentioning. He's not actively avoiding your gaze, but he's naturally stealthy enough that he's able to kind of drift around about his business without sort of, being too noticeable.
Yeah, he's good at deception. That's why I distrust him. I mean, we're using him for that.
Yeah.
But still, at the same time, he can use it against us at any time.
Roll an insight check.
15.
You get the impression that Reynard has his own agenda. That much is immediately obvious to you. But at the same time,
we need him. I mean, we have no choice at this point.
Yeah, I'll say, Becky, if you have something to contribute, go right ahead.
Brenna will bring over a mug of ale. Okay. Set it down in front of you. When she gets closer, you see she's not youthful. She's actually pretty older to middle age. You can lower her voice and say, quietly, don't worry.
Okay.
No matter what he's got up his sleeve.
Yeah, I trust my companions enough to feel like we're safe with or without him betraying us. But I'll still keep an eye on him. Don't forget, he tried to rob one of us when he first came up into the scene. He tried to take the gold purse.
Raise his hand just a little too much. That's his biggest downfall. Don't worry.
All right.
Don't worry.
At this point, Reynard will just saunter across and say, you needn't think that just because I'm not looking that I can't tell you're talking about me.
Don't worry, love. It's all good things. All good things. Chatting about how good you are at your job, right?
Exactly. Yeah, he's really good at what he does.
Yes. There was that couple in Kynal. That was fun. Are you from Kaimel, Zebediah?
I wouldn't know. I was orphaned at a young age. I was all over the place.
He saunters off, secure in the knowledge that he's firmly under your skin. With the assumption that no other business ahead of time is being done, with about an hour to spare before the start of the curfew, you all individually start making your way back into Emon. I will say, let's do a group stealth roll, because you are trying to actively work your way into the town in such a way as you're not actively drawing attention to yourself. So, group stealth roll.
Unnatural 20.
17.
17 on the die?
Yeah.
So 17, 17 for a total of 21, non-natural 20. I'm going to roll for Errol.
So good so far?
24. Telford rolls with disadvantage. That's a 5. And a 16.
Well, true to form with Telford rolling a 5. He's half cut, so as he stumbles, he just looks at the thing in annoyance, and he starts to grumble, "Oh, who the fuck left it?" And then Errol puts his hand over his mouth to shut him up.
So Telford, being already half cut, is going to make a slight stumble and create a little bit of a scene. Between you, though, you manage to sort of finesse out this incident and make it so that he does not create too much attention. And collectively, you spread out across the city, circle around to the entrance of the sewer, and start kind of getting ready to enter sewer. You each you crowbar up the manhole cover. I will say, between your various passive perceptions, you are able to successfully avoid doing anything that is going to get you seen. Between your passive perception and your stealth rolls, Telford's brief stumblings around notwithstanding, and you quickly shunt him down first just to get him out of the way, and you find yourselves in the sewers. So
I can imagine it's not very pleasant.
As you arrive down in the sewers, you find yourself in
deep shit.
There is an acrid smell of a combination of the effluence of a large metropolitan city, as well as various other scents. Some that you recognize, some that you perhaps don't care to recognize.
Damn, son, you couldn't have found a better way of getting into this place.
What? Your shit smells like roses, does it?
At last, I have reached the tallest peak in all the world, where the wisest person lives. Finally, I'll get the answers I seek.
Welcome. I am the wisest person in the world. Ask me your question.
What is my purpose in life? What should I be doing to achieve pure happiness?
You must stream Game Master Monday.
Come again.
Game Master Monday, the bi-weekly podcast that plays a new one-shot in a new system in a new setting with a new cast every episode. Listening to their funny jokes and wild stories is the only path to happiness, my child.
Sick! I'm going to go home and binge the whole thing right now.
What a nice kid. Oh dear, he fell off the mountain. Now they'll never know how good Game Master Monday is.
The sewers of Emon have been occupied by various people for many years. the clasp use these tunnels both as their hideouts and as a sort of underground railroad for for refugees and smuggling items during the era of the current conclave. So there is obvious activity that has been going on here for quite some time. These sewers have seen a lot of activity. Roll. Anyone who cares to roll a perception check.
I'll let Becky do it. I mean, I've not been very lucky with the dice.
Natural 20. That's 26.
That's why. Thank you, Becky.
You know these sewers well. So, between your being accustomed to the light levels down here and your understanding of Thieves' Cant, you are able to pick up very easily the direction in which you need to go. Feel free to roll a survival check with advantage.
Go on, Becky.
So that's a natural 19.
And a 13, so the 19.
Okay. So with the 19, you are able to indicate to the group the direction in which you need to head, and you start moving as a collective through the sewers.
I can imagine us remarking at how beautiful it is in it.
As beautiful as the shit that you love, if you love shit. So I'll lead them through, and as best I can, getting them where I can.
On that natural 19, you you are able to progress through between your perception and survival checks. You were able to get most of the way through here without too much difficulty. You let's see. You come to first bend here. Have to squeeze past a sort of a no peeking. You do.
I was trying to look at the map, Becky.
It's okay. You reach a large body of acrid, sort of slightly algaeous sewer water.
Ew.
You guys are going to have to cross this somehow in order to make your way to. So
we have to wade through shit.
That is a distinct possibility, unless you have another means of getting across.
I don't wade. I'm 3'5". I swim. I would rather not do that.
I am with her on this one. I mean, if there's any other way, we'll take it. But if we have to, then we have to.
Lordy. Oh, Changebringer.
Come on. You know what? I'll lift Becky up above my head, and we'll wade through the shit. She's only small. I can lift her up.
Actually, I have a better way of doing this if you would like to do this.
Okay.
I appreciate. I will.
Good backup plan.
I will pull out a necklace from my shirt and touch one of the beads to cast Windwalk. You and up to 10 willing creatures you see within range assume gaseous form for the duration, appearing as a wisp of cloud. In this cloud form, a creature has flying speed of 300 feet and resistance to damage from non-magical weapons. The only actions you can take are dash or to revert to your normal form.
That sounds
Reverting
like a
to your
great
normal
plan.
form will take 1 minute, during which time you are incapacitated and can't move. But
Also vulnerable all the time.
If it saves us some shit walking, I'm for it.
I'm for it too.
So you begin to cast this. Zeb, make a perception check real quick.
1. Oh my
Natural
god.
one.
I'm so
one.
lucky with these dice.
It's not great.
I've got a +5 if it helps.
It's a natural
Put
one.
the dice in the freezer for a little bit. Trust me, they roll better.
Have you got a freezer, Adam?
I do, but
Punish them.
they're acrylic dice. I don't know if that's.
They won't freeze.
Nah,
They don't freeze.
I'll just switch hands. I go from right to left.
Yeah. You're once again very much out of your element here. You are used to the wilds of Exandria. You are used to tracking beasts through the stillness of the woods. But down here,
It's claustrophobic.
it's claustrophobic. You hear noises, but everything is bouncing off of everything. You think you hear something. You think you hear something along the lines of guttural growling, but you can't be certain. And the faintest sound of like... But you have no sense of how far away this sound is coming from or what direction it's coming from. All you know is that something is down here.
And I don't like it.
Renna, you are casting Windwalk.
Yeah, it'll be while I'm casting Windwalk.
Okay.
Do I hear the sound at all, or am I just focusing on myself?
Make a perception check.
Natural 1, but I am lucky, so the 1 does not count.
So you
So the
reroll.
natural 20 is what I'm going to say.
Yes, Becky.
Your knowledge of these sewers stands you in good stead. You pick up the sound of
Adam.
quick.
My investigation is +9. Could I use that in this situation?
You could, if you hadn't rolled a natural 1.
Of course.
But so on a so Becky, no, that's quite right. You Becky rolled a natural 20 on perception.
Spell.
Yeah, so you've cast Windwalk.
Cast Windwalk. It's a pearl necklace that sits under my shirt, and I pull it out, and I'm touching one of the pearls.
So
and as I do, the pearl turns dark, and we go to Gashier's home.
As this happens, you feel coming over you a sense of your physical form. Everything goes a bit weird, and you still have consciousness and awareness, but you look down at yourself, and your physical form, it feels almost like you're disintegrating, but you are now a sort of loose, gaseous form, almost like you're made out of mist.
Okay.
And you are able to maintain a semblance of your own sense of body and self, but you are ethereal in as much as you feel like if you were to walk into a wall, you would not feel it. You feel like you sort of drift on the wind a little bit.
Okay, so I instantly don't like the feeling. It's new to me, but I understand it's necessary.
So, yes. So how do you proceed?
I guess now that we can cross the water without wading through it, we move on.
Okay.
Constantly looking out, being paranoid. And how long does it take us to get to the end?
It's It's not a big distance. It's about 5 feet times 7. It's about 40 to 50 feet until you're back on land.
I can imagine all of us trying to rush through it and Reynard loving it.
Reynard isn't there. Reynard was.
That's good.
Reynard stayed above ground.
Okay, that's good. That's good. So we're just rushing through it. No qualms, no problems, unless there's an performance.
Well, as a gaseous form, I will say that there is a slight gap that you have to thread the needle through, where one kind of stone wall meets another. But being like this gaseous form, you are able to just slide through like it's just, and then you're out the other side again, and you reconstitute yourself.
So Telford is a bit thrown out of sorts by turning basically into a cloud, and he's just thinking, mate, is this how a fart feels? And also, while he's thinking that thought, he suddenly realizes that all of the gases are joining together, so everyone's merging into one. And just Telford being Telford, he's like, "Oh fuck! I think I've got a bit of Errol in my mouth. Oh, I bet Gilmore would love that."
So yeah, without issue, with no roll needed, you make it over this section. And you sort of float your way, and you arrive at the weak section of wall, which is sort of around a corner from where you were. There are points in which, so you see on here, and Becky, Brandon, you all recognize this. There is a mark on it in Thieves' Cant. That indicates that this is the spot that you need. So, you've arrived at the gap in the wall. You have whatever means at your disposal to try and break through this wall. What do you do?
It depends. What are we facing?
Just a brick wall. Just a brick wall. But it appears there are like cracks in the mortar. Some of the stones look like they're a little bit loose. You could take the slow but steady approach and try to do this like a brick at a time.
Or we can just use the same spell again and go through the wall.
You guys, I assume you guys have not dispelled, Brett, have you dispelled Windwalk at this point?
We would have to revert back out into our human form, and then it would end. If you didn't revert to your human form, then we're still in gaseous.
That being the case, I'll say just roll a general dexterity check to try to pass through this wall.
11.
So you, with a bit of struggle, you are able to just about get through this wall onto the other side. Zebediah, what are you going to do? Are you going to attempt to pass through the wall?
Yeah.
Roll a dexterity check, and
I'm doing it with my left hand now, because the right wasn't so lucky.
Well, we'll see. We'll see if that makes the promised difference. Truth be told, this is actually a really smart way to do this in general, if it works. So it was an 11. So,
he and I both had 11.
So with an 11 roll plus 4, so that's 15. You,
That's
without
right.
issue. I'm going to roll for Telford. That's 16. That's a pass.
Yeah, that's a win. I guess he just floats through with all the others.
And Errol. That's 17. So yes, with relatively no issue, you all managed to, and it's a very strange sensation because you are all you are technically corporeal, but you're also in a gaseous form. It is very strange as you sort of seep your way sort of slowly but surely through the cracks in this wall, but with very little issue, you're all able to sort of reconstitute yourself on the other side of this wall. Make a perception check.
So, what is that, 17? Yeah, 17.
Yeah, 17.
23.
So 17, a 23. Errol gets a 9. No, sorry, a 7. And Telford with a non-natural 20. I will say between you, you all mostly get the impression that you've managed to pass through this wall without alerting anyone. So you now find yourself in a cellar with various barrels and casks and bottles of various wines and beers, and there's the odd piece of meat, like a sort of a smoked or cured side of pork or beef that are just being left to stand in this. This is essentially like a storage room for food and drink for the mansion above. It's pretty standard stuff. Just beyond, just to the far end, you see a staircase leading up to a trapdoor. Are you going to shift to corporeal form?
Yeah, because I want to grab one of those bottle of wines. I mean, we're here to run them anyway.
I was about to say, yeah. Brandon's doing the same.
Yeah.
So you and Telford, I imagine, may do the same. So between you all take a moment to concentrate on reverting to physical form, and you feel the particulars of your body sort of shift back into a solid form, and you are standing in the middle of a cellar.
And we've got a long road ahead of us, so we'll just drink and eat for a bit. Rest.
So you intend to take a short rest?
Yes.
Well, a short rest.
Just a minute. Just a minute.
So you're just going to take a minute to acclimatize.
Yes.
Okay. You may do so at your discretion.
So Telford finally notices that she's drinking wine and she's not a child, and he lightens up a bit and he just points to her and goes, "Hope that's a good vintage, eh?"
After a couple of minutes, you hear over your earpieces, your enchanted earrings. Those of you that have them, I will say, Brenna, you also have access to one of these. You all hear over your earpieces the voice of Reynard saying, "Communication, I'm at the trapdoor. Let me know when you're ready."
We're ready right now.
All right, then.
Open up.
You hear and light sort of like pours into the cellar in this small aperture above the staircase, and you see the head of a guard with purple eyes poke his head through the gap and say, "Oh, you're all here, are you?"
Yes, we are right now. Thank you for opening the trapdoor. Would you like some wine?
Perhaps later.
Hmm.
All right, listen. We're all good to go up here. So you all proceed up into the kitchen. Pretty standard. There is a long table with various kind of meats and pieces of like kitchen apparel, cooking utensils and things.
So I'll ask Raina, if he's seen anyone making his way down here, because clearly somebody's here.
Oh, there are plenty of people here. Of course there are.
How many and where?
Well, we've got about, let's see, about 8 people in the ground floor, a few guards in the main lobby area, some who are just sitting around doing what they're doing, and about half dozen more on the first floor before we get to the main guy.
All right, so now we got a picture of the people as well.
Yeah. So you're all there in the kitchen. The door is currently closed. You kind of you see that Brenna just kind of wedged the door closed. So you have some options here. I will say that he kind of cracks the door open a little bit so you can get an idea of the space beyond the door. You see the lobby of the mansion. It is lit mostly by candlelight and from braziers kind of dotted around. There's also a little bit of moonlight pooling in the center of the room, perhaps from a skylight. And in that light, you see that this is a large, squarish, open foyer style room. It's easy enough to discern that it's about 60 feet wide by about 40 to 50 feet deep, but there are doorways to other rooms radiating off of it. The floors are hardwood and heavily polished. At the center of this room is a grand staircase with this deep red carpeting, lots of dark wood fittings, leading up to a balcony on the first floor, which encircles the outer edge of the space, with these marble columns and balustrades along the perimeter of the balcony supporting the structure. The balcony level is about 15 feet wide. Both levels have guards patrolling in and out of the rooms, up and down the stairs, and some who are just visible at the far edge of your visibility, sitting in the drawing room, taking a break. Roll a perception check, please.
15.
15 plus 5.
Remind me to really, really love on Beyond D&D Beyond, because I got another natural 20.
Yes.
So we have a natural and non-natural 20. So on those, there's a sense that this is a very opulent mansion, but there's something is off about the furnishings and the design. The style is a little too showy and ostentatious, and things that should be high quality and bespoke look surprisingly chintzy, as if they were an afterthought.
So there's obviously something off about this place.
Well, based on your previous discussions of the nature of this mansion, you get the impression that a lot of this is mostly for show. So you have some options vis-a-vis how you're going to move through the space.
We get in, we get out, and that's the last of it.
I will say everyone roll a stealth check. You have Z and Brennett, you both have the option of pass without a trace at this point.
17 plus 4, so that's 21.
21.
Left hand's working.
That's interesting.
12.
I will say at this point, if either of you wants to burn Pass Without a Trace, we can do that.
Yeah.
To bump up that 12.
I'll do it. That's Arcana, right?
It should be in your spell list. So go down to the.
Spells.
Yeah. So
Hunter's Mark. Pass Without a Trace.
Pass Without a Trace. So click cast. So yeah. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, you got it. So that gives you a plus 10. And with the plus 10 to Brenna, that will be a 22. For Telford, I will say that's a natural 19. For there's no modifier for that. Oh, it's at disadvantage though, so a natural 19 and a 5. So, but with Pass Without a Trace, that makes it a 15. For Errol, that is a natural 16 for 23. So I will say between you, you just about
make
it. So you are able to place yourselves within the space without the guards are not on high alert. They are not like looking for people. So you have options here of where you are going to move. So if you want, so how much, so you have a speed of 30, so that would be 6 spaces of movement. So Becky, if you want to, if there is somewhere within the space you wish to place yourself, feel free to. So round here. Okay, so Brenna is going to move to behind this column here. Z, you are here in the back. You have 30 feet of movement, which means you can move 6 spaces.
I'm not sure how far that is.
So like each of these squares is like a space. So assuming you're back here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you're right there, yeah. Here?
Yeah.
So you're going to move back here behind this shrubbery. Telford's going to stay in the doorway, just behind cover here, and Errol is going to move here behind this column here. I will say that you each with that
position.
With that group stealth, I will say that you each get a surprise round, so you are able to get there. Reynard is going to. We'll say that before he moves off, he says to you, "Right, I'm going to sneak up onto the first floor. I'm going to use thaumaturgy to dim the lights and open the door to the big man's office a crack. On my mark, do what you're going to do."
So what about that person right there?
So that's a guard. They're currently standing there. They are unaware of your presence. That's Errol. So those represent the guards. You're here. You're sort of like crouched behind the shrubbery. You have 2 people in front of you. So I will say you each get one surprise round against a target of your choosing, and then it will be initiative because your stealth rolls. So
So I'm assuming, since I'm in a position right in front of two people, I should initiate first. And then that can be done at the same time as mine. Errol can be done at the same time.
You can coordinate at the same time, certainly. Okay. So who has actions they want to make? We'll go around. We'll start with Z.
I'm ready to coordinate an attack with Errol on two different guards, but I'm not sure what Becky's capable of doing. So I just want to ask her first.
So Becky, what do you have planned?
Mentally, you get, and this is not over the earrings because she forgets about the earrings for a second, but you telepathically and mentally get, you lead, I'll follow. Don't worry, I got a few tricks up my sleeve to make sure you guys don't die.
Okay. So a coordinated attack, and then that's Errol, right?
Yeah.
So Errol and I start the attack, and that's our backup. So as soon as it starts, they'll come out.
Yeah. So how are you? So you're gonna attack this guard on the left side of the main door.
Knowing that the guard behind him will obviously come to help.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm gonna rely on Becky and Telford.
I got it.
Yeah. So you're going to we'll say, because we're not in initiative order and this is the surprise round.
I mean, with Errol, by surprise, he should be able to take that guard. If not, Telford can help him out.
So let's resolve your actions on this turn first. Mm-hmm. So we'll go for so your actions. You have 2 attacks per action.
Mm-hmm.
So you have an action, a bonus action, and a reaction. So you can make 2 attacks on this turn.
I mean, I've got Deathbringer in my name. 2 attacks should be enough for one guard.
We shall see. So you're going to
a surprise attack.
So make your attacks. So roll, and because so once per turn you can deal an extra 1d6 damage. So yeah, make your first roll to hit.
Fucking 1. Sorry for this one. A natural 1.
A natural 1.
Bountiful luck. I have a feat that says, let me find the feat for you.
Okay.
When an ally you see within 30 feet rolls a 1 on the die for an attack roll, ability check, or saving throw, you can use your reaction to allow the ally to re-roll that die. You must use the new roll.
Okay.
Yes.
I cannot use my lucky traits until the end of my next turn.
So re-roll.
A 2.
That's a 2. That's
I tried. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. Yeah. Even with your you have a +5 so the maximum you would have would be a 7. So you lunge towards this guard. You have your dagger at the ready. You're about to hit, and the guard turns, and in like the moment of recognition, they flail their spear up, and it just like so it's not a critical failure, but you do fail to hit them because they managed to raise their spear up and block them. You miss your first attack. You have a second attack. I'll say on this you moved up 10 feet. So because you had you moved up, you prepared, you've moved, so you're within.
So it's all or nothing, really.
So you can make another attack on them, and you have a bonus action.
14.
So 14 plus 5, that hits. Roll damage. You don't get sneak attack damage because your first attack failed, but go ahead and roll
the bonus
damage.
one.
you wouldn't get sneak attack damage because you failed on the first attack, but unless I don't know, Becky, as Resident Rules,
it's the first attack that.
Yeah. So, but still, you can roll damage.
No.
So
like, any attack that hits, as long as it's the first one in a round.
Okay. So you still get the benefits of sneak attack. So, what are you hitting with? Are you hitting with your dagger, your short sword, or?
I mean, the dagger failed the first time. So if I can get the short sword out in time.
Okay. So roll 1d6 plus 2. So roll a d6. That's just regular dice.
A 3.
3 plus 2, and sneak attack extra d6. So that's 5 plus another d6.
Come on. 5.
So 10 total.
First attack.
Yeah, you parry the first. Well, the first attack, you lunge in. The guard parries with their spear, but in that instance, you manage to pull your sword and you go for a deep gut punch of a stab. They take 10 points of damage. They're looking rough.
But the second one knows we're here now.
This is all going to be resolved sort of in very short succession. So you also have a bonus action. Is there anything you want to do on a bonus action?
Finish off the first one or move on the second?
I will say you used your two attacks.
2-weapon fighting is a bonus action, so technically he would be able to.
So you have the option of a third attack. I'll allow it. Roll for it. Roll the d20 and let's see how it does.
19.
19 hits.
Take that.
19 on the dice hits. So yeah, you roll damage. So are you going with the sword or the dagger? Since
the sword, of course.
Okay.
I still got it in my hand.
Okay. So 1d6 plus 2. D6.
A 5 again.
So 7. Yeah, he is down. He's done. You see just beyond him, as this is happening, the guard on the other side of the entrance sees you just appear seemingly out of nowhere. As this is happening, Errol is going to
take care of the other one.
He's going to attempt to take care of the other one. He has pulled out his lyre pistol, and
that's so cool that the guy has a pistol.
He has multiple pistols, but he's going to.
Is it wise though? It's quite loud.
Well, this is where we get into interesting stuff. So he is going to pull out one of his pistols, and you may or not notice in the chaos that is going on this long barreled, almost like a old school Wild West kind of pistol, unlike the pistols that you're used to seeing in Exandria, which are these chunky kind of blocky kind of things that have almost like a drum barrel situation. This has a long singular barrel with a revolving drum magazine to it, and he clicks a switch on the side of it. He is going to take a shot at the guard nearest to him. So that's a +9 to hit. That's an 18. That hits. The thing you notice is that you see a brief flash of like the gunshot, but there is no sound.
Okay. Good on you, Errol.
There's a reason why this gun is called Lyre, and it's because it doesn't make a damn sound at all.
Trying to figure out how many actions Errol would have on a turn. I believe he only has the one.
It's just one.
For a quick rules lawyer thing,
What level is he? What classes is he?
Level 6 fighter. Two attacks per action. Okay, so he takes one shot and is going to take a second shot. That's a helps if you roll the right dice. That's a 12 plus 9. That definitely hits, and I'll re-roll the damage. That's a 10. He makes quick work of this guard. Lights have dimmed, and Errol is now going to.
He's taking care of the guard, right?
He's
got bonus.
So, yeah, he has a bonus action. I'm just Errol is going to. Yeah, I'm just trying to discern what he can actually do with bonus action. He actually does have an extra. Yeah, so yeah, he has an extra attack. So let me take the attack action on turn. Yeah, he's going to use his bonus action to hunker down behind this column.
Can you show me the map again?
So this guy.
If that guy's taken care of.
So this guy's taken care of.
Errol can move forward to where he was standing and secure the area.
That is a good point. So yeah, so Errol is going to move 20, and he's going to hunker down by the staircase.
And Telford, having heard the commotion, can move forward to make sure he can back me up in case I fail with the second guard.
So yeah, we're technically still in surprise. So yeah, I'm gonna say Telford is gonna move up 1, 2, 3, 4. So Telford is going to move up to the column where Errol previously was. Errol is now kind of hunkered down by the stairs. So that's resolved Zebediah. It's resolved Errol. Let's see what Telford could do on his turn. Telford is going to cast invisibility. So Telford is now invisible.
That's useful. He can stay invisible and no one knows he's here, even if we all get caught.
So that is the surprise round. The guard nearest the entrance is now aware to your presence, Zebediah. I need everyone to roll initiative.
Yeah.
So everyone roll a d20, and then it will be, you've got a +1 to initiative. It's just there at the top. So.
What is that?
It's
a 5.
It was a 5, yeah, before it rolled. So I'm gonna quickly
and a +1.
So 6 total for Zeb.
I have a 13 total.
Ren. That's a 12.
Better than mine.
Errol. 6. So that's fine. So roll the guards initiative real quick.
What's his initiative?
Whose initiative?
The guards.
We'll soon find out. See, what would that be? That'd be like their dex, right?
You know what? Let me look it up for you.
Yeah. There's only I've got their armor class, their hit points, their speed, but not their initiative.
Not bad.
I imagine it's just their dex, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so it's +1. So we have +1. That's a 13.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
So the guards who are on the ground floor.
That's all of them.
Yes, they all have the same initiative. So. Just for keeping it simple, and that's how we're going to do. And because we're doing the first floor 2, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So they, however, do have the same. So the guards on the upper floor have a modified 20.
Oh, God.
So not great.
No.
How are non-playing characters better at throwing dice than me?
I will tell you the story of the wonderful dragonborn fighters that cannot pull it down a curtain.
So the first floor guards are going to make a move first. So let's quickly.
I'm assuming they're raising the alarm as well.
They are going to. We have 2 guards on the upper stairwell who are going to
come down the stairs.
They are going to.
That's all right. Errol is there with the gun.
Say that now.
Oh, don't say that.
Yeah. So they are going to. So they are currently coming down the stairs. The 2 guards on the upper balcony, I will say they have a clear shot on you, Zebediah, because they have crossbows. They are currently loading up crossbow. The one on the right-hand side has a crossbow ready to go. He is going.
I've got
the
cloak from Reyna, so I should be harder to hit.
So yeah, you have the cloak of displacement. So let's pull that up real quick. So your AC should be. When it projects an illusion, it makes if you take so he's going to roll at disadvantage to attack you, and if you take damage, the property ceases to function until the start of your next turn. This property is suppressed while you're incapacitated. So he is going to roll to attack you with disadvantage. That is going to be with the head crossbow. That's +3 to hit. So well within range. Oh, that is a natural 3 on the die. That is going to be a miss.
Yes.
I will say, even with your AC, which is currently, you have an AC of 11. Even with the +3, actually that's okay. Yeah. So a natural, just as well for the disadvantage, because that was a natural 19 on the higher roll with the 3. +6, wizard straight past you.
Yes. Wait, it was straight past me.
It goes far wide over your shoulder, but you are aware that there is someone
shooting at me,
parallel above you, about 15, 20 feet up from you.
I'm pretty sure I've got a bow as well.
You may well do. The other guard is he doesn't have a clear shot on you.
Amulet of proof against detection location.
You don't have it currently equipped. It's not going to help in this scenario. So the other guard, the one on the left-hand side, is going to move. Let's see.
Use an object. That's my actions in combat. You know that.
So that would count as an action.
Okay, then.
Yeah.
Let me just wait.
Yeah. That would be sort of a more contextual thing. So he's going to move around here to try and get a better shot on you. He's still going to. He's parallel with you now. He's round here relative to you. He's still going to attack with disadvantage, though. That's a 12 for 15. Your AC. Oh, okay. So that's
11.
12.
My AC is 11.
Yeah. So that's a 12 on the higher dice, and an 11 on the lower of the two. So that's a 14 to hit.
That's a tight one.
Yeah. That's gonna that.
But I've still got a cloak.
Yes, he took the disadvantage, and even on the low one, he did still successfully hit you. That's you take 11 points of piercing damage. So you've got the benefits of a long. Yeah, because we didn't do a long rest for you on the previous one. We'll say that you are at maximum hit points. So you are down to 11. So that you're on 34. So I got you in the initiative tracker, so that's fine.
The thing that really gets me is my dexterity is quite shit.
And such are the vagaries of the game, unfortunately. Those are the guards up top. Brenna, it's your turn with the ground guards on deck. What are you doing?
Up there. Where is my action again?
The idea of
I'm going to move up to here. I'm going to move right to here.
Okay. So
And I'm going to...
You're putting yourself right in the center.
Yep.
Okay. Yep.
And
So
then I'm going to 2-weapon fighting on this guy with dagger and short sword.
Okay. Make your attack rolls.
Short sword attack. Come on. Short sword 15, dagger 8.
15 total.
15 and 14. 15 total and 14 total.
Those do not hit, unfortunately.
Oh, man.
Budget. Okay, bonus action. Bonus action, I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon.
So you cast spiritual weapon. What form does your spiritual weapon take?
It's going to be a dagger. It's going to float right about here. It's going to... You create a floating spectral weapon that lasts for the duration, 1 minute, or until you cast the spell again. When you cast the spell, you make a melee attack against the creature within 5 feet of the weapon, so it'd be this guy. Which was an 11. I don't think that would hit. And
11 does not hit.
yeah. And then as a bonus action on each of my turns, I can move it up to 20 feet and attack.
Okay. So you cast this dagger made out of radiant light, and it swings at one of the guards coming down the stairwell. So the guards on the ground floor are going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 feet. There is a massive rush as like a bunch of guards pour in from these two adjacent rooms, and they're all kind of bottlenecking at the top end of here. The guard nearest you, Brenna, is going to make an attack against you. He's going to attack you with his spear. That's an 11 plus 3 to hit. So
That's
14 total.
That's my armor class.
Okay, so that hits. And that is going to be 1d6 plus 1 of That is a 2 + 1, so you take 3 points of piercing damage.
Okay, you know, if Brent gets hurt, I'm done with this game.
We will see.
Don't worry about me, though. I got myself.
Okay.
So you take 3 points of piercing damage. The guards that have all come rushing out, they are going to take a dash action to try and get further into the fray. They're going to move 5, 10, 15, 20. 5, 10, 15, 20.
So where the hell is
5,
Reyna in all
10,
of this?
15, 20. You don't know. You don't see him. 5, 10, 15, 20. So they are still pretty bunched up, but they are quickly encroaching on you. So those are the ones on the ground floor with Telford on deck. Telford is going to...
I mean, I feel like he's our strongest one. So we're kind of relying on him right now.
Telford is going to cast... Telford is going to cast Fireball at 3rd level. So that's a 30-foot sphere. So that would be... Let me just check the range on this real quick. So Fireball is 150 feet. So yeah, that's well within range. And that would encompass...
All of them.
It would theoretically encompass everyone, including... Hang on. So 5, 10, so depending on where the radius of this begins, he could theoretically hit all of these guys over here on the right-hand side, but he would potentially hit you as well, Brenna.
Then tell him what to do it.
So
What was that one? Magic missile.
If you're gonna do it, do it.
He's going to cast Fireball. So that is going to be a... I'm going to need everyone within that, which is going to be all of these guards, plus you, Brenna, need to make a dexterity saving throw. It's a DC of 14 to beat.
You do know that's our healer.
Well, the good news is she can heal herself.
That does not sound like good news. I get it over with, man. Get it done.
Okay.
Oh no. Oh no, I'm looking to see if I have this. I have advantage on that. Oh no. Oh no.
It's like a song.
Oh, no.
This is potentially going to be very, very bad.
Yeah, of course
it's not
it is.
gonna
I
be
mean,
too
does he
bad.
have no other choice but to use Fireball?
Well,
He didn't ask where his companions were. He just said he cast Fireball.
God.
Could be worse.
anything to resolve there? Any way of this?
Yeah, he cannot use Fireball.
Well, it's too
I mean,
late.
What's
too late.
Rebecca doing?
Too late. Train won't stop. So
I got an
14 to beat.
So that's an 8. That's an 8. So you take
1 down.
No.
12. So 12 and 22 points of fire damage.
Oh my God, Bran.
I'll be fine.
So
1 to 39. I look like I'm a 14.
the good news is,
Oh, there's good news.
So let's roll some dex save. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that would be 6 dex saves. That's a 2.
Oh, come on, you roll a 2 now.
That's 2 is good. 15. So that's we have a fail, a pass, a fail. Let me just check here. So 15 makes a save. So that was 1 fail, 2 passes, 3 passes, 1 fail, 2 fails, and 1 more, I think. So 2 out of them just burn up entirely.
Just 2.
Just 2 of them burn
Plus
up entirely. The rest of them take, I said it was
22.
So 22. So 11, that's going to be, this may still do it. The rest of them are looking real rough. They took a significant amount of fire damage and they are currently flailing around in pain.
All of them.
But yeah, even the ones who made the save still took 11 points of fire damage, so they are all in a lot of pain right now. Cast Fireball. Errol is going to attack guard nearest to him here, and because he downed someone on his last turn, he's going to roll with advantage. So that is going to be so 8 plus 9, that's a 17. That's going to hit. So he is going to, yeah, that's 8 points of fire damage, and that's 8 points of regular damage, sorry, and the guy nearest him is down.
Whose turn is it?
It's still technically his turn, so he has made 1 shot. He gets another shot, which he also rolls at advantage because he just downed someone. 8. Natural 18 on the die. He's going to target this guy on the stairs here. He has not took any damage yet, but he is going to roll. That's 9 points of piercing damage. So Errol, he's got the pistol up. It's like almost James Bond like. It's like, and then he like swivels around towards the staircase, and it's just like just with the offhand goes. And he's going to take another shot at the guy in the back because he took 2 shots, another 2 shots. He has 2 bullets left, so he's going to take an attack on the other guy at the top of the stairs. That's a 17 on the die, so that should hit. So 1d10 plus 5. That's a 1 for 6 total. Okay.
At last, I have reached the tallest peak in all the world, where the wisest person lives. Finally, I'll get the answers I seek.
Welcome. I am the wisest person in the world. Ask me your question.
What is my purpose in life? What should I be doing to achieve pure happiness?
You must stream Game Master Monday.
Come again.
Game Master Monday, the bi-weekly podcast that plays a new one-shot in a new system in a new setting with a new cast every episode. Listening to their funny jokes and wild stories is the only path to happiness, my child.
Sick. I'm going to go home and binge the whole thing right now.
What a nice kid. Oh dear, he fell off the mountain. Now they'll never know how good Game Master Monday is.
We have Zeb, you're up. So this is the battle map.
Okay.
So we got 2 bad guys on the stairs. We got 2 over here coming in from the north end, and we got 1 by the door in melee with Brenna.
And that one is Nathan.
That one is Telford.
Okay.
That's Errol.
Errol.
Yeah. So he's and he's just took shots on the guys here. You've got 1 guy here, and you've got a bunch up here. What do you do?
Well, I'm gonna go that way, help out her, and then together we can move forward.
So you're gonna move into melee with the guy at the door.
Yes.
So you're gonna move
Towards
10 feet towards this guard. And presumably you're going to make an attack?
Yeah, so I'm going to move towards the enemy fighting with Brenna.
Yeah.
And I'll do an attack.
Okay, roll for an attack.
19.
19 on the die?
Yeah.
I'll say that definitely hits. So what kind of attack are you going to do?
I'll just go straight for my Vicious Scorcher Staff.
So hit the damage there.
4 plus 2, 6.
Okay, so 6 damage. Done.
Easy.
Dunsky. So he is off the board. Okay, let's see what action. So you have two attacks per action. So you still have 1 action. You've made 10 feet of movement. How much?
30.
Let's see. So 10 to get there. 15, 20. I will say, if you wanted to, you could get
Close enough to attack again?
If you move 15 feet, you could reach this side, or if you moved, so that'd be 5, 10, 15, 20. You could be in melee with both of these guys.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's go into a melee with
You'll
both
only
of those
get
guys.
so you get another attack.
Yeah, use my short sword this time.
Okay, roll for the attack first. Roll the attack first.
12.
Plus 5, that's 17. That hits.
Yeah.
And 5 damage.
He should be done.
Yeah. So this was the guy in front of you.
Yeah.
Done. So you run to the guy at the door and you whoosh across the head with the quarterstaff. You dash past Brenna up towards the 2 guys that are heading in. They've just been like the blast of a fire, and you right through the neck with the short sword. And you have 1 guy that is in melee with you still. There are 2 at the top of the stairs. Let's just quickly check your actions, see if there's anything else you can do in this turn, because you still have a bonus action. So you've made your 2 attack actions. That's an unarmed strike. So bonus actions. I think that's your.
That's me done.
I think that's you done for this turn. Unless there's anything you want to do.
No, I'm happy. I took 2 guys out.
Okay. So you're going to stand your ground?
Yeah.
Okay. Next in the initiative is Brenna.
Alright.
I'm going to take this moment to actually cast Cure Wounds on myself at level 1.
Good.
Oh, it's 9 healed. That's good. Alright, and then I am going to bonus action. And I have access over this mini. But I'm going to move my spiritual weapon.
So you're going to move the spiritual weapon up into...
Yeah, I'm going to move the spiritual weapon up into melee with the gentleman that's around the corner here.
That's perfectly excellent. That I see
And
what you
then
have
I'm
in mind there. Okay. So roll your attack.
That would be... it's not going to do it. It's 11.
11... I don't believe 11 hits. 1 second. And that's with your bonuses and things.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, 11 does not hit set, unfortunately. But he is looking very, very rough.
In 25 minutes. So. Yeah, I'll do it. I'm going to move up. It's what, 20 feet? I'm going to move up 15 feet to be next to.
Next to Errol, and then
next to Errol.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Let me prepare that one.
So. Okay, so that's back to the top of the initiative order. You're expecting some arrows to hit, but nothing happens. Anyone who wants to make a perception check? Or I'd say anyone with passive perception of 16 or over? Don't believe...
no, my passive perception is 12, but I'll give it a go.
Anyone who wants to roll a perception.
No, I got you.
And mine is +5,
So you would roll a perception check.
But I'm in the middle of a melee attack right now.
Well, you don't have to if you don't want to, but you are a ranger. You might stand to benefit.
Let me just roll the dice. 3.
That's a 3.
That's a great benefit, Adam.
Well, don't knock it till you tried it, man.
+5.
Perception. So for an 8.
And 6 total. I thought that getting an actual dice, it might be kinder to me than the dice that I have been using, but it's just decided it still hates me just as much as everything else. Whatever god of luck and chance is looking after Errol is having a whale of a time just trying to kill him. So Errol sees nothing.
Well, in an absurdist universe, random misfortune is equally as likely as random miracles. But
17.
But yeah, I will say, on a 17, Brenna, you notice this. You see in the darkness a brief flicker of movement, and where you sort of saw the arrows coming from last time, you see something kind of silvery flying through the air, and you hear a slight kind of like strangled gasp coming from above, and then a second one. You're free to roll a intelligence check to figure out what that could have been, but
not very intelligent. Let's see what this does. Yeah. I think that's gonna work. 9.
Let's see. 9. You don't know specifically what this is, but you know that Reynard is somewhere up in the rafters, probably causing shenanigans. So you're free to draw whatever conclusions you can from that. But the conclusion that you draw from it is that it's 2 less people to worry about. And you are in direct melee with 2 more pressing and immediate threats. So back to the initiative round. So the guys on the upper floor skip their turn. The guys on the lower ground, the one nearest to Z, he is going to make a spear attack on you. Gets +3 to hit. So what's your armor class? So yeah, so you have an armor class of 11. That was 14 on the die for 17. That definitely hits. So you take I'm going to say that this is a 2-handed spear attack. So it's going to be 1d8. This one. That's a 7 on the die for 8 points of damage.
Wow.
You take you take 8 points piercing damage. So just mark 8 points of damage. So he takes that attack on you and is going to. So this guard, who's in melee with Zebediah, takes a spear, spins it, goes, "Get out of here!" and just jams the spear towards him. Zebediah tries to parry it out of the way, but it grazes him across the chest. Slightly winding him, but he manages to stand fast and hold his position. And he is going to. Thank you. Now here's the thing. I'm gonna say he's going to move 10 feet this way. Does spiritual weapon get attacks of opportunity, Becky? To the best of your knowledge.
No, it does not.
I didn't think so. So he's going to move there for the moment. So he's going to move down and across from Z and the spiritual weapon towards the door, taking no attack of opportunity from the spiritual weapon and remaining within melee with Z to avoid an opportunity attack. So now we have the guys on the stairwell. The guy at the back, because of the way these stairs are kind of laid out on roll d20, I'm going to say that there is just enough room for the guy in the back to sort of squeeze around his friend and into melee with Brenna. So it goes 5 feet, 10 feet. And he is going to make a sword attack. That is a 9 to hit. What's your armor class, Becky?
18,
14. That definitely does not hit. So he takes a swing at you. But being a nimble halfling, you basically just duck underneath his swipe with ease. His friend, who's in direct melee with you, is also going to take a swipe, which is going to be that's going to be a 13 to hit.
Nope. DC 14.
Again, your halfling physiology both makes you just kind of short enough to evade their reach, but also nimble enough to sidestep them. So that's their turns, which brings us next in the initiative order to Telford. Let's see, what can Telford do here?
Get very drunk.
Yeah, learning from his mistake on the previous round, Telford is going to cast Magic Missile at first level at this guy who is still on the stairs. So that is going to be 1d4 plus 5. That's a 1, so that's bad. He does 2
actually
damage.
going to be able to re-roll that. Oh wait, no, never mind. That's right. Nope, never mind. That's on tackles. I forgot it was magic missile. We're fine. You're fine.
Yeah.
Fine. Keep going. My bad.
Yeah. So that's his action. Okay, and so that was unfortunate. However, he's going to burn 2 sorcery points. So he's going to attempt to cast Magic Missile again. This time he's going to cast it at... Fuck it. He's gonna cast it at 3rd level, which creates... so spell I'm using this. Yes, create 1 more. So that's 3d4.
What level is it?
No, it's beg your pardon. It's at 3rd level. So that's 3 darts at d4. So it's still just 1d4. Okay. That's a 1 again. However, so each of those darts is 2 would be 1d4 plus 1, correct? So it'd be 3 lots of 2, so 6 damage, correct? A magic missile.
Okay, so you can do magic missile how you like. The way I usually do it is each dart, because it can damage different targets, is rolled individually.
Okay, so 1, yeah, so 3, so 1, so the first one would be 2. I think that's probably for the best, to be perfectly honest. That's another 1. Your D4 is terrible.
Excuse me.
I mean, it's the D4 that I gave to you that was mine.
Terrible.
So that's 4 total, and a 4, so 8 total. Wonderful. So what was like terrible is now just mediocre. So he does 8.
9.
So
9.
Yeah, so 9 total. Yeah. Okay. So he's also going to move. So Telford is going to move up towards the stairs. He's in parallel with Errol. He's in parallel with Errol and diagonal with Brenna, and has line of sight on all 3 targets. So that's Telford's turn. That brings us to Errol. Okay, so Nathan, you're up. You have 1 guy on the staircase, 1 guy in parallel with you, with Brenna in the middle. So you could potentially take shots on the guy in parallel with you, but you would obviously have to be, that's obviously a concern. The 2 guys, the one on the staircase and the one across from you, they took a little bit of damage, but they're looking fairly. They're still looking reasonably robust. The guy that's in parallel with Z is looking very rough.
Okay.
Like hanging. He's one of the guys who got caught in the crossfire of that fireball. He is hanging on by a thread, and since you still have the silent spell up on Liar, just a little reminder: if you every time you get a kill with silence activated, you get advantage on your next shot.
Amazing. Okay. So the guy on the stairs is looking pretty healthy.
Yeah. The guy on the stairs is looking, he's looking okay. The one who just was in combat with Zeb is he's took a little bit of a dent, but he's not like hanging on by a thread. The guy who is nearest to Zeb, is hanging on by a thread.
Cool.
So
what kind of guy am I fighting?
He's basically just a dude in some basic armor with a spear. Like, you get the impression that this guy is just a standard mook or mercenary. Like, all of these guys who have been in the lobby are sort of like your standard kind of crime syndicate mercenaries, the kind that you basically would chew up and spit out back in Kymel. These guys are scrubs, basically.
Cool. Okay. And I'm guessing in the terms of how this fight is going, we're just straight up murdering these people. This isn't like incapacitate and move through. We are just killing these people.
Not murder.
Expediency.
Not murder if they try and murder you first. Self-defense.
Yes. So are we self-defending ourselves with murder?
Yes, we are self-defending ourselves in their home, where Castle is doing fine. Yeah, we're totally not the murderers here, I promise.
Okay, cool. I'm happy with that.
Also, these guys basically work for the mafia. They know it's like fighting stormtroopers. They knew what they were getting into.
Okay, so my plan now, I don't feel bad about. The guy on the stairs, I want to sort of shoulder barge him into the wall to sort of disorientate him, and then depending on the rules around firearms, just point blank shoot him in the face.
Ooh, I like that.
Okay.
But I don't know what the rules are for having a gun of that kind that close, because I know in reality that can cause lots of blowback and stuff, but I don't know what the internal fantasy rules of a gun are.
Rules lawyer, do you want to take we'll take a minute for because there are killing blows in this. There are, if you just straight up slit a character's throat, so it's at disadvantage.
Yep.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Okay. But as I say, if you were to take a shot on the other guy and kill him, which is very likely, you could theoretically get advantage, which with disadvantage would just be a straight roll. So the two, the advantage and the disadvantage, cancel each other out, and it's just one roll. If you were to do it that way.
In terms of my best move forward, in terms of gameplay, that does sound like the best. But in my head, he's looking at these guys running down the steps. That guy's just danced off to this side. So he's going to be like eye to eye with the guy on the steps, and he's just going to be like, I'm just going to sort this guy out. So yeah, I'm going to stick with my plan of I'm just going to shoulder barge a guy into the wall.
You have options here for sure.
And then I'm going to shoot him in the face.
So as a fighter, you get 2 attacks per round, correct?
Oh, cool. So in theory, I could shoot. If I get 2,
So the shove attack, I believe is a.
Not a bonus.
I believe that's bear with me.
Because if I can shoot that guy, get the advantage, then shoulder barge the guy into the wall, and then shoot him in the face, and that's going to be even better. And I can just kill 2 birds with one stone.
It's possible I may have burned your axe. Just bear with me. Okay, cool. So, using the attack action, you can make a special melee attack to shove a creature, either to knock it prone or push it away from you. If you're able to make multiple attacks with the action, this attack replaces one of them. The target must be no more than one size larger than you, which you're both humanoid, you're both the same size. Instead of making an attack roll, you make a strength athletics check contested by the target's strength, athletics, or dexterity. The target chooses the ability to choose. So you succeed automatically if the target is incapacitated. If you succeed, you either knock the target prone or push it 5 feet away from you. So you could knock it prone or push it 5 feet.
Well, in my head, and again,
knocking it prone. So knocking it prone could theoretically. There's a lot. This is where it's getting. Where the rules start to get a little spicy.
I suppose this depends on how you want to take what I'm saying. But in my head, me having my arm against him against a wall works in the same way as him being prone in terms of rolls.
I mean,
it's the same problem.
What you're trying to do is you're attempting to do what's called a grapple action. From what I'm hearing.
This would be a grapple.
Yeah, I want to just rush at him because the wall to the stairs is just behind him on this. So in my head, I'm just boom, my arms against his neck, he's up against the wall, and my free hand comes around.
Okay.
Against the head, couple ammo. Nice raw shot.
So this was. So this would be a strength. This would still be a strength. Your athletics. So roll an athletics check.
Okay. Do not roll another one, because otherwise this is going to be hilarious and I'm just going to roll down the stairs like a cartoon. Where is athletics? Okay, I've got athletics. It's 4. Was it athletics you said?
Yes.
Okay. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21.
So 21. So my guy needs to roll a 19 or higher to beat you. That's a natural 6. That's not going to do it.
No.
You effectively shoulder check this guy. I'll say put him there. You move 5 feet. You pin him to the wall, and you. So he's considered grappled.
Cool.
I just need to double check how this kind of affects advantage disadvantage. So his speed is reduced to 0. Doesn't say anything about advantage or disadvantage, but I will. I tell you what, I will say, because you are effectively pinning this guy to the wall, and we'll say you have the gun directly under his jaw, say. So disadvantage from it being an attempt at a killing blow. Advantage from him being grappled. We'll call it a straight roll with a. So he's not benefiting from any armor. So that would be. What's his class? So. Okay. So roll a straight attack roll.
What do I need to beat?
So basically you need to hit a 17 or higher.
16. Do I add anything to that? Yeah, 16 on the dice.
16 on the dice, and you're using liar.
I am. So
you get a +9 from liar. So that's
cool.
So 16 on the dice, that's a 25 to hit. You with the last bullet in.
I forgot about that.
Whoops.
would have been it would have been so bad if you had missed or misfired and your gun jammed. But you run up, shoulder check into the banister. You stick an arm into his chest. You take the gun up under the jawline, pull the hammer back. What do you say to this guard before you kill him?
Absolutely nothing. He is not worth it. I'm just going to tilt my head down so that my hat can get some of the splash back and it doesn't go in my eyes, and then just shoot his head off.
You pull the hammer back. Click. Or at least that would be what the sound you would expect. But because the silence spell is still active, you hear nothing. This guy's head turns into gazpacho silently and
Silent gazpacho
falls in a puddle on the ground.
Out in the Old West, they call me Silent Gazpacho.
Incredible. So you had 2 attacks. You still have a bonus action. You can reload on a bonus action.
I will do that. Seeing as I forgot how many bullets I had.
Well, that's fine. So yeah,
it holds 6, right?
Yeah.
Cool. So I'm down to
74.
74.
So cool. So yeah. Right.
Amazing. That's what I'm talking about. None of this getting lost in potion shops business. This is the shooting a guy's head off. That's why I came here.
Okay, so that's being the end of Errol's turn. That means Zebediah, you are up with Brenner on deck.
Okay. So remind me what I was doing.
So you are in direct melee with this guy here and this guy here. You have a spiritual weapon just above you, hovering in the air. These 2 guys, one of them is hanging on for dear life. The other guy is beginning to regret his choices, shall we say.
So can I make a grab for the spiritual weapon?
No, the spiritual weapon acts on its own initiative. Okay. It's basically it's like a floating sword that floats in the air, like an ethereal blade.
All right.
So
I have 2 attacks per turn, so I'll start off with the guy hanging on by a thread.
Okay.
Finish him off with my short sword.
Okay, so roll for the attack first.
14.
Plus 5 for the short sword. Yep, that definitely hits. And 7 damage.
Yeah.
You twirl the short sword like a samurai, back and under the arm. You manage to catch him right under the breastplate, and he just and you pull it out, clean it off, spin it round, ready for the next attack as he drops, bleeding out. And you have 1 more attack.
Yeah, I'll do the exact same thing.
To the other guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, roll for attack.
Freaking hell, natural 1.
Natural 1 isn't going to cut.
Bountiful luck.
Yes, that's right. So you can re-roll 1s.
Thank you. Freaking, you can't believe this. A natural 1 again.
2 in a row.
2 in a row.
2 natural 1s in a row.
I can't fix that.
It's all right. You try.
Man.
I tried. Apparently the change bringer just says you're going to roll that 1. Sorry.
So you swing around. You attempt to go for the other guy, but this guy he's not as he's not as kind of
healthy and untouched.
Yeah, he's not as worn down as the other guy, and and you get the impression that this guy's unlike some of the guys who are on the ground floor, who are just sort of like low-level mooks, this guy actually has seen a bit of action. He's seen a bit of combat, and he effortlessly twirls his sword around in time and catches it. And you try to sort of like turn it around for a riposte, but he just like keeps it locked tight. And so those are your 2 attacks. Do you have anything you can do on a bonus round, or do you want to make any kind of movement?
Bonus actions. Actions in combat, 2 weapon fighting. So I'll pull out my other sword.
So you're going to use the offhand.
Yes.
So roll another attack.
Oh, is that 5?
That's a 5.
I mean, we're improving a little bit.
It's an improvement, but it's still not going to cut it. You reach for you sort of like, as you have your one sword like locked, you reach for your other blade with your offhand, twirl it and try to go for it, but he manages to block you. This guy's pretty good.
Or maybe I'm just really bad.
Either way. Okay. Are you going to stay put, or are you going to attempt to move? You've got like a limited amount of movement you can make without kind of leaving his threatened area.
I mean, I'm in the middle of an attack. Instead of moving away from him, I'd rather move towards him.
So you could
like pressure him.
Yeah, so you could move more into like rogues. Yeah, actually, you are a rogue.
Yeah, I am a rogue.
So I wonder if this means you get sneak attack.
Yes.
But he would need to be like in direct opposite. Like it would need to be.
Just whenever he has advantage.
Okay, so yeah, basically whenever you get advantage, so you can use.
Oh wait. Hold on. My bad. You don't need advantage on the attack roll of another enemy target.
He's within 5 feet of you, so that enemy isn't incapacitated. You don't have. Okay, yeah. So actually, you get. So you rolled 2 1s there, one for each. You technically have advantage on those. So yeah, roll a d20 2 more times.
Come on.
That's not a d20.
7. Oh, sorry. This one.
Nope. That's that one. So yeah, you get 2 more chances at this.
9.
That's a 6.
Is that a 6?
Yeah, for 11. So that's still. So that's.
It looks like a 9 to me. And I know I'm joking. It's a 6.
All right. So one of those hits is still definitely a miss. So this is for the.
A freaking 3.
And you also get 1 more for that bonus action. So one more try. I'm really trying to let you have
50.
Okay, that'll do
Finally.
it. So the offhand, the bonus action. So you made the hit. So roll your damage. That's
an 8.
So you do 8 damage. So you swing, goes wide, gets caught. You go for another swing, goes wide. You go to your belt and you pull a second sword, and you just manage to clock him on the side of the head and get a quick stab in, and it does a bit of damage. He's looking hurt. He's not down, but he looks hurt. So that's Zeb's turn with Brenna. Yeah. So Brenna, you're up.
Excellent. Well, step 1, I'm going to do the spiritual weapon.
Okay.
Let's see. That will be a natural 20.
Yes.
Very nice. So roll damage for that.
Dagger springs around and just stabs into it really hard for 11 damage. And then
11 damage.
Brenna will be swinging with her short sword and attempting to do the same thing.
Okay. Roll for an attack.
Is this dagger like Guardians of the Galaxy shit?
It's like made out of ethereal energy.
Yes.
So
So is it like Yonju's like whistle dagger that spins around?
Kinda, yeah. Yeah.
I was thinking the exact same thing.
Does a 17 hit?
a 17 is their armor class. So
Ooh.
Excellent. This will be getting my sneak attack on it.
okay.
So here's regular damage roll.
Go for it. So 9 damage.
And I believe that has sneak attack on it. Yep, that
Yes.
sneak attack with it.
Yeah, so yes, you do. So you do 6 points of piercing damage and 3 of sneak attack for a total of 9.
Mhm.
He is clinging on by a thread.
Still not dead.
And then move action. I'm actually going to step. No, you know what? I'm gonna stay right where I am. If you move action, I'll move away. But no, I'm gonna stay right where I am. Keep pressing.
Okay. Okay. I will say this guy. He is basically one good attack away from essentially being down. He is bleeding heavily. You have between you have wrecked his shit. So I will say next initiative order.
Is he fucked enough for? And I know we're like in the middle of combat and whatever, so it entirely depends on to just grab him by the scruff and start just scaring him for information about the rooms upcoming. Like, is he that fucked?
I will say roll an intimidation check with advantage.
Because I just blew a guy's head off. Where are you, intimidation?
I mean, in essence,
6 and I'm proficient.
Yeah.
16 plus 6 plus 3. Someone do maths for me.
25.
I'm gonna say you successfully intimidate this guard who has 2 hit points and is very, very fucked up and bloody. He's in no position to hold out on you. So what exactly are you going to ask this this man?
Yeah, a good question would be how many more guards until we get there?
Yeah.
That would be a good question.
And do we know?
I'll tell you what, Nathan.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what.
Ask about what defenses there are in place.
Yeah.
Do I still need to do my really bad cowboy accent, seeing as we have an actual American here now, and I'm going to sound really stupid?
Go for it.
I'll say yes to that.
So
Like,
here's the
what
cool
part
thing
of
about
America am I
American
from
accent.
today?
Here's the cool thing about American accents. We are all over. We can sound anywhere from y'all ain't gonna be able to understand us, nothing like that, to surfer dude of, hey dude, what's going on?
Yeah.
Kind of
Well,
Or
similar.
like New York.
Boston, which I'm not even
Basically,
going to
whatever,
attempt.
whatever accent you have, you can't miss.
Plus, Nathan, as we discussed last time, if you do an accent, you have to commit.
Yeah, it's true.
You can't just
Yeah, to be fair, it's the only reason why I am not doing an accent, because I don't want to stick to it for the whole game.
Exactly.
I
Okay.
thought about doing an accent, and then I realized, oh, you guys are all Brits. I am doing an accent. The American accent is an accent.
Well,
Fair enough.
make
Yeah.
your halfling British, and then we can swap accents.
It's like the Suicide Squad. The intro to the Suicide Squad, where they're just like they're in the chopper, and one of them like Fluleborg is like Javelin is saying to TDK, "What does TDK stand for? It stands for me." That's what a name is. Your name is letters, and Captain Boomerang is like, all names are letters, dickhead. Or Infinity War, where they say never, and Drax just like, you just made that word up. All words are made up.
Words are made up.
I thought, yeah. Okay, all right. Nathan, you were going. You successfully intimidated the guard.
Yep.
Did you have any specific thoughts on
My first question is just going to be like, how many are in the next room?
And this guy is just going to say, there's about 3, 4, maybe 5 more.
3, 4, or 5, son. Pick a number.
5. 2 up on the balcony. 3 with the boss.
And where's the boss?
He's on the upper floor in the study, West Wing.
And is that where we'll find the loot?
No. It's nobody knows where it is. But the boss knows where it is. He's above our pay grade.
You're telling me that you're guarding something and you don't know where it is?
I'm a low-level guard, mate.
I slap him.
I will say on an unarmed strike, you basically knock him unconscious. And,
oh shit!
I can fix that.
And like that, any suspicion I might have had about Brenner has gone because that's hilarious. So yeah, you wake him up so I can do it again.
Brenner, do you wake him up or do you?
Yeah, I'll healing word on him. I'm not at first level. I'm not doing much more than bare minimum here. 5 hit points back.
So you stabilize him. He kind of, he wakes up and he just sort of like curls up in a heap and is just like, just leave me alone.
Son, we can do this all day. We can keep waking you up and putting you back to sleep, but I need to know where that stuff is.
I don't know.
I give a look to everyone else with a kind of, do you think that he actually doesn't know?
No, you should knock him out again.
Roll an insight check.
11 plus...
Natural 20.
Where's my insight? I've lost it. There it is.
So 29
11,
total.
14, 15, 16, 17.
I will say easily between the two of you, you put together that this guy doesn't know any more than he needs to know.
Okay, if I've been holding him by the scruff, like even on the ground, I just sort of drop him. And what room was it that he was indicating the 5 guys and Samael are in?
So he said that there were 2 guards up on the first floor balcony, and there were 3 guarding Samael in his office, in his study.
So, from what I gather, 2 are already down because Renard got rid of those 2 on the balcony. They were firing arrows.
I mean, in character, you don't know.
Oh no, I don't know that, do I? No,
you completely missed that. Brenner saw that, but saw that something was going on up there. But yes, we'll say, just for the sake of like pacing and for moving things along, you conclude that this guy has fulfilled his usefulness as a and you're free to. Are you going to leave him alive? Are you going to knock him out, or are you going to kill him?
I say, I'm going to go, you can clean up, and then I knock him out.
Yeah. So you basically just cold clock him. You're not trying to kill him. You're just knocking him out.
No. Bye bye. Good night.
He goes down easily. So as a group, you troop up the staircase onto the first floor. So feel free to jump to the first floor and roll d20. You see the two guards, the two crossbow guards, are currently webbed to the floor, Spider-Man style, and out cold.
So are we coming up those steps in the middle of the picture?
So you come up the stairs. You see the two guards, one near the staircase and another on the balcony on the east side of the building. They have been pinned to the wall and the floor, like covered in basically what like a huge spider web. A piece. They basically look like they've been like as if like Spider-Man just like fired a ball of web at them and like them to a surface. Both knocked out cold. One appears to be missing his weapon, and the door to the office on the east wing is slightly ajar.
I'm down to think this is some kind of ambush.
You file in, and you find yourself.
Use this spot with me. I don't want to be in front. I don't want to be in front.
Yeah, feel free to move your icons.
You need to give us control because I can't.
Okay, so where would you prefer to be? Just mark yourself at OSA. Okay,
Place me by the
there. Nathan, are you okay where you are in the middle, or would you prefer to be somewhere else?
I'm okay in the middle.
Okay. Z?
I'm perfectly fine.
Okay. So you guys enter. I'll say I'll put you a little close so that you are like basically you're blocking the means of escape. So you walk in and you have three archers, three of these armed guards with crossbows, with their weapons trained on you, and so you see this well-appointed study, a single bookshelf off to the side, a fine dark wood office desk and armchair with deep red leather furnishing, cabinets full of fine crystal glasses and decanters and things, all very sophisticated to the untrained eye. If anyone wants to roll a perception check.
Natural 20.
Natural 20 for Zebediah. Anyone else?
13.
How much again?
13 total.
13.
Dirty 20 for myself.
Okay. You guys see on the desk a crystalline sphere, what appears to be a human skull with the top cut off, a leather-bound tome, and a glass of some sort of fine brown liquor. And the figure behind the desk, this huge, hulking man, he's got a big cigar in his hand. He takes a big drag on it and he taps off the ash into the skull like an ashtray. He's huge. He's layers and layers of rippling muscle, a bold shaved head, trimmed goatee, angry eyebrows, just this huge figure of like muscle and brawn. And he looks at you and he says, "So you're the dead man who decided to walk into my place. Nice to meet you." He is a good 6 feet tall and about 4 feet wide. He's built like a tank, bald, grey and black hair around the sides and the back, trimmed black chin goatee. He's wearing a sort of business suit style sort of shirt, waistcoat and pants ensemble, heavy boots and a big, wide belt with a skull for a belt buckle. And you see on his hands these large brass plate gauntlets with two big spike-like horns across the knuckles of each of them. I should say thank you. Namby-pamby class pricks have been sending two-bit assassins to take me out for months. Nothing to write the folks back home about. It's been a good long while since I had a real scrap. I need you all to roll initiative.
That was Hoard the Cinder King, a Tales from the Arclight program, written, directed, and executive produced by Adam X. Smith. Co-produced and edited by Adam X. Smith and Nathan T. Dean. Game design by Adam X. Smith and Rebecca Reeg. Original character designs by Jojo Smith. Original title music composed by Myles Curwen, with additional music provided by Incompetech and composed by Kevin MacLeod. Sound effects sourced from freesounds.org, list in the description. Tales from the Arclight is made possible through Spotify for podcasters, formerly Anchor.fm. Engage with us on Twitter at ArclightTales.